Have you ever wondered if that healthy fruit bowl you've enjoyed for decades might actually be sabotaging your independence? You're not alone. A recent Johns Hopkins study found that 68% of adults over 60 are unknowingly consuming fruits that silently weaken muscles, trigger inflammation, and compromise balance. Even more shocking, many of these fruits are still recommended by well-meaning doctors who haven't caught up with the latest research. But here's the good news. By making a few smart swaps, you can transform your fruit choices from secret saboteurs into powerful allies that strengthen your legs, sharpen your mind, and help maintain your precious independence. Stay with me. I'm about to reveal the most dangerous fruit many seniors eat daily without realizing it's affecting their medication effectiveness and circulation. Before we dive in, I'd love to know where you're watching from. Drop your city in the comments below and hit that subscribe button for more evidence-based health tips tailored specifically for our generation. Now, let's expose the first fruit that might be hiding in your kitchen right now. 1. Grapefruit, the hidden medication menace. That beautiful ruby red grapefruit sitting innocently in your fruit bowl? It's secretly one of the most dangerous fruits for seniors. I know what you're thinking. But I've been eating grapefruits for breakfast all my life. So had Margaret, a 72-year-old retired teacher from Ohio, until her alarming dizzy spell in the grocery store. What happened to Margaret isn't rare. Grapefruits contain compounds called furanocoumarins that interfere with how your liver processes medications. When Margaret enjoyed her morning grapefruit with her blood pressure pills, she unknowingly created a perfect storm inside her body. "It was like I suddenly took 3 times my normal dose," she told me. "My blood pressure dropped so fast I nearly collapsed reaching for a cereal box." This reaction isn't limited to blood pressure medications. Heart medications, cholesterol-lowering statins, anti-anxiety drugs, and even some antibiotics can all be affected. The FDA now identifies over 85 medications that interact dangerously with grapefruit. Here's what happens. Those compounds in grapefruit essentially disable the enzymes that normally break down your medications, allowing dangerous amounts to build up in your bloodstream. This affects your circulation first, particularly in your legs, making you feel weak, unsteady, and more likely to fall. The solution isn't complicated. Swap your grapefruit for oranges, tangerines, or clementines. They provide similar vitamin C and flavor without the medication interactions. If you're not ready to give up that tangy grapefruit taste completely, try a small amount of grapefruit-infused sparkling water instead. Remember, medication interactions don't always show up immediately. If you're taking any prescription drugs, have a conversation with your pharmacist about grapefruit before your next breakfast decision. Now, you might think other breakfast favorites like bananas are safer options, but what I'm about to tell you about overripe bananas might surprise you even more. 2. Overripe bananas. The sugar spike saboteurs. We've all done it. Let those bananas sit on the counter until they're spotted and soft because we've heard they're easier to digest that way. But those brown speckles tell an important story that's particularly significant for anyone over 60. As bananas ripen, their starch converts to sugar, and not just a little. A fully brown banana can contain up to 4 times the sugar of its yellow with a hint of green counterpart. For Frank, a 68-year-old grandfather from Pennsylvania, this was the missing piece in his health puzzle. "I thought I was being healthy with my morning banana," Frank shared, "but my doctor couldn't figure out why my blood sugar was spiking so drastically before lunch. Turns out those overripe bananas I preferred were hitting my system like candy bars." This rapid sugar influx is particularly problematic for seniors. It triggers inflammation that targets the smallest blood vessels first, especially those in your legs and feet. Over time, this damages nerve endings, reduces circulation, and weakens the very muscles you depend on for balance and mobility. There's also the potassium factor. While healthy bodies need potassium, overripe bananas deliver a concentrated dose that can be concerning for seniors on certain heart medications or with kidney issues. Too much potassium can lead to irregular heartbeats, muscle weakness, and dangerous drops in blood pressure. Here's the simple fix. Choose bananas that are yellow with a hint of green at the stems. Enjoy them within 1 to 2 days of reaching this perfect ripeness. If they start to spot, slice, and freeze them for smoothies, where you can blend them with protein-rich yogurt to slow sugar absorption. I switched to slightly firmer bananas and started having a few almonds alongside them, Frank noted. My energy is more stable, and I don't get that mid-morning shakiness in my legs anymore. Speaking of sweet fruits, let's talk about another summer favorite that might not be as innocent as it appears when consumed in abundance. 3. Cherries in excess. Too much of a good thing. Those glossy, deep red cherries seem like nature's perfect treat, especially during summer, and in moderation, they certainly offer health benefits. But for seniors focused on maintaining strong legs and steady balance, excessive cherry consumption tells a different story. Diane, a vibrant 74-year-old from Washington, discovered this the hard way during cherry season last year. I couldn't resist. I was eating a big bowl every evening. Within 2 weeks, I noticed my ankles were swelling, and I felt unsteady walking down my hallway. What happened to Diane reflects a hidden truth about these ruby gems. Despite their antioxidant properties, cherries contain a surprising amount of concentrated fruit sugar, about 18 grams in a cup. When consumed in large quantities, this sugar flood overwhelms your body's ability to process it properly, especially for seniors whose insulin response naturally becomes less efficient with age. This sugar overload acts like tiny sandpaper inside your blood vessels, particularly affecting the smallest vessels in your legs and feet. The resulting inflammation slows circulation, reduces oxygen delivery to muscles, and can accelerate nerve damage. The first warning signs often appear as unusual fatigue in your legs, subtle balance changes, or slower healing of minor cuts and bruises. My doctor explained that what I thought was just getting older was actually poor circulation in my legs from too much sugar, Diane shared. When I cut back to just a small handful of cherries a few times a week, the swelling disappeared and my steadiness returned. The solution isn't eliminating cherries entirely, it's finding the sweet spot. A 1/4 cup serving, about 12 cherries, provides beneficial antioxidants without overwhelming your system. Pairing them with a protein source like a small piece of cheese helps buffer sugar absorption. For maximum benefit, enjoy cherries earlier in the day rather than evening, giving your body time to process their natural sugars before bedtime. And frozen cherries make a refreshing treat year-round without additional sweeteners. Let's move on to our final fruit warning. One tropical favorite with a surprising dark side for your joints and overall mobility. 4. Pineapple. The acidic inflammation trigger. That vibrant yellow pineapple looks like sunshine on a plate, promising tropical vitality with every bite. But for seniors concerned about maintaining strong legs and pain-free movement, this acidic fruit deserves a careful approach. James, a 77-year-old retired mail carrier from Florida, never connected his increasing knee pain with his daily pineapple habit until his rheumatologist made the connection. I thought I was being healthy with my morning pineapple smoothie, James confessed. No one told me it could be making my arthritis worse. The issue lies in pineapple's double challenge of high natural sugars combined with intense acidity. This combination can trigger inflammatory responses, particularly in seniors already managing arthritis or joint sensitivity. When inflammation flares, it targets your body's most vulnerable points, often the knees, ankles, and hip joints that bear your weight and enable your independence. Additionally, pineapple contains bromelain, an enzyme that, while beneficial in small amounts, can irritate sensitive tissues when consumed frequently. For some seniors, this contributes to heartburn, mouth sores, or digestive discomfort that further discourage physical activity. Within 3 weeks of cutting back on pineapple, I noticed less stiffness getting out of bed, James reported. By the 2-month mark, I was walking my neighborhood loop again without knee pain for the first time in years. Does this mean never enjoying pineapple again? Not at all. The key is mindful consumption. Limit fresh pineapple to a half-cup serving, enjoyed no more than twice weekly. Always pair it with a protein source, like cottage cheese or nuts, to moderate its impact on blood sugar. If you love the tropical flavor, try incorporating small amounts of pineapple into savory dishes, where its natural enzymes can help tenderize proteins while providing less concentrated exposure to its acids and sugars. Now that we've uncovered these surprising fruit pitfalls, you might be wondering what you should eat instead. Let's explore 4 powerful fruits that actively support your strength, circulation, and independence. 1. Blueberries, nature's little blue miracles. Let me introduce you to what I call nature's perfect medicine for seniors. Blueberries. These tiny blue powerhouses might be small, but what they do for your body is nothing short of remarkable, especially after age 60. When Ruth, an 81-year-old grandmother from Maine, first came to see me, she was struggling with persistent leg pain and fatigue that limited her beloved garden walks. "I feel like my body is betraying me," she confessed. 6 weeks after adding a daily half-cup of blueberries to her breakfast, Ruth noticed something unexpected. "I can make it all the way around the pond again," she told me, eyes bright with excitement. "And my fingers don't feel as stiff when I knit." The secret lies in powerful compounds called anthocyanins, the same elements that give blueberries their deep color. These work like internal maintenance crews, repairing damage to your blood vessels and reducing inflammation that threatens your mobility. A landmark study from Tufts University found that people who consumed blueberries regularly had blood vessels that functioned as if they were 15 to 20 years younger. Think about that. Your circulation acting decades younger just from enjoying a delicious treat. For your legs specifically, better circulation means more oxygen and nutrients reach your muscles with each heartbeat. This translates to improved endurance, faster recovery from activity, and the sustained strength you need for everyday independence. The beauty of blueberries is their simplicity. No special preparation needed, just rinse and enjoy. I recommend a daily half-cup serving, either fresh or frozen. They're nutritionally equivalent. Add them to morning oatmeal, blend into a smoothie with a scoop of protein powder, or my personal favorite, mixed with a spoonful of Greek yogurt and a sprinkle of walnuts for a perfect balance of sweet and crunch. With blueberries now supporting your circulation, let's discover another fruit that works wonders for your joints and muscle strength. 2. Avocados, the creamy powerhouse. If blueberries are nature's medicine, then avocados are nature's miracle food for maintaining strong legs and flexible joints as you age. Unlike most fruits that are primarily carbohydrates, avocados bring something entirely different to your plate: heart-healthy fats that nourish and protect your entire body. I was skeptical about eating something so high in fat, admits Robert, a 75-year-old retired professor from California. But after adding half an avocado to my diet most days, the constant ache in my knees has diminished, and I'm sleeping better too. What Robert experienced reflects the unique qualities of avocados. Their monounsaturated fats don't just support heart health, they actively reduce inflammation in your joints and provide the building blocks your body needs to maintain muscle strength. This is crucial after 60, when preserving muscle becomes increasingly challenging yet essential for mobility. Perhaps most impressive is avocados' potassium content. They contain more than bananas, without the sugar impact. This mineral is vital for maintaining proper muscle function and preventing the cramping and weakness that can lead to falls. The magnesium in avocados works alongside potassium to support steady, strong heartbeats and healthy blood pressure. The foundation of good circulation to your legs and feet. My doctor was amazed that my balance test scores improved so significantly, Robert shared. He asked what I was doing differently, and avocados were the only change I'd made. Incorporating avocados into your routine is simpler than you might think. Start with 1/4 to half an avocado daily. Spread on whole grain toast with a sprinkle of lemon juice for breakfast, add slices to a sandwich at lunch, or mash with a little garlic and lime for an easy vegetable dip. To select the perfect avocado, gently press near the stem end. It should yield slightly to pressure without feeling mushy. To store a cut avocado, leave the pit in the unused portion, sprinkle with lemon juice, and wrap tightly. Now that we've covered these two powerhouse fruits, let's talk about a classic favorite that's been supporting human health for thousands of years, with some surprising benefits for seniors. 3. Organic apples with skin. The ancient truth. An apple a day keeps the doctor away isn't just a catchy saying. It's wisdom backed by modern science, especially for those of us over 60. But here's the key that many miss. The apple's true power lies primarily in its skin, and choosing organic ensures you get all the benefits without unwanted pesticide residue. Patricia, a 79-year-old grandmother from Washington, incorporated an organic apple with skin into her daily routine after her doctor expressed concern about her circulation. Within a month, the persistent cold feeling in my feet had improved, she shared, and I noticed I could walk farther before needing to rest. Patricia's experience isn't unusual. The skin of an apple contains fiber in a form called pectin, a unique type that helps regulate blood sugar and cholesterol levels while feeding the beneficial bacteria in your gut. This stable blood sugar means more consistent energy for your muscles and brain, reducing the fatigue that can limit activity. Even more impressive is the vitamin C content, which supports collagen production, the protein that keeps your joints flexible and skin resilient. As we age, our natural collagen production decreases, making dietary sources increasingly important for maintaining comfortable movement. But the real magic happens with flavonoids like quercetin, concentrated in the apple's colorful skin. These powerful compounds improve blood flow throughout your body, including the small vessels in your legs and feet. A 2020 study from UC Davis found that people who ate apples regularly had measurably better circulation within just 8 weeks. My physical therapist asked what I was doing differently, Patricia noted. My leg strength had improved, though the only change was my daily apple habit. The simplest way to enjoy this benefit is to wash an organic apple thoroughly and eat it whole as a mid-morning or afternoon snack. Choose crisp varieties like Honeycrisp, Gala, or Pink Lady for the best flavor and nutrient density. For variety, slice and add to oatmeal with cinnamon, or bake with a sprinkle of walnuts for a warming dessert that supports your health. Our journey through nature's medicine cabinet continues with one more extraordinary fruit, perhaps the most overlooked yet potentially the most powerful for maintaining your mobility and independence. 4. Pomegranates, the ancient superfood. When I first suggested pomegranates to Harold, a 77-year-old with persistent leg cramps and fatigue, he looked skeptical. "Those messy things? Seems like a lot of work for a few seeds." 6 weeks later, he called me, excitement in his voice. "Doc, I walked a full mile yesterday without stopping. First time in 3 years." Pomegranates may be slightly intimidating with their unique appearance, but they contain some of the most powerful compounds for maintaining strong legs and healthy circulation as we age. Their ruby red seeds are packed with polyphenols, potent antioxidants that work specifically on your blood vessels, helping them remain flexible and efficient. This matters tremendously after 60, when our arteries naturally begin to stiffen. The nitric oxide promoted by pomegranate consumption helps blood vessels dilate properly, ensuring oxygen-rich blood reaches every muscle in your legs. Better circulation means stronger muscles, less fatigue, and more confidence with every step you take. A groundbreaking study from the University of California found that drinking pomegranate juice regularly improved blood flow by 30% in participants over 65. A remarkable improvement that translated to better walking endurance and reduced muscle fatigue. Beyond circulation, pomegranates provide unique protection for your joints. Their anti-inflammatory properties help reduce the persistent swelling and discomfort that can limit movement, while simultaneously protecting brain function. A beautiful example of how supporting one system benefits your entire body. "I notice the difference most in the morning," Harold shared. "I used to wake up stiff and achy, but now I get out of bed more easily. My wife says I'm not shuffling anymore." Enjoying pomegranates doesn't need to be complicated. The simplest approach is to purchase ready-to-eat pomegranate arils, seeds, in the refrigerated produce section. No mess, no fuss. Add a quarter cup to your morning yogurt, sprinkle over a salad, or simply enjoy as a refreshing snack. If you prefer, 4 ounces of 100% pomegranate juice provide similar benefits, though I recommend diluting it slightly with water to moderate the sugar impact. Remember, consistency matters more than quantity. Small daily servings yield the best results for your circulation and strength. With these 4 powerful fruits now in your health arsenal, let's talk about how to implement these changes in a way that fits seamlessly into your life. The journey to stronger legs and greater independence doesn't require dramatic lifestyle overhauls, just thoughtful daily choices that accumulate into remarkable results. As someone who's guided thousands of seniors toward better mobility, I've seen how small adjustments to something as simple as fruit selection can transform lives. Think of each meal as an opportunity to invest in your future mobility. When you reach for blueberries instead of grapefruit, choose a perfectly ripe banana instead of an overripe one, or enjoy apple slices with almond butter instead of excessive cherries. You're making deposits in your independence account. This is the power of informed choices, not just extending your years, but expanding what's possible within them. Now let's wrap up with some final thoughts on maintaining the strength and independence you deserve.